Hey everyone, so this is my review of Charmed, Season 1, Episode 4, called Face Your Demons. And essentially what this episode is about is that the girls are faced with a decision when the council finally shows up and gives them a way to end the Harbinger. But to do that, they also might have to kill Angela as well. And so the girls try and come up with a new way that won't kill Angela. And this was a very interesting and cool episode that definitely had a lot of really good moments to it. It was just really kind of fun to watch. And I did enjoy what they did with this episode, with them introducing Charity and sort of introducing this almost sort of higher power of witches and stuff was interesting. Especially with what it did reveal with the fact that their mother was also one of these higher power witches. Then everything around Angela and the Harbinger and stuff was interesting, with the decision by this higher council being that the only way to kill the Harbinger, where basically they had this decision where the witches of three would have to go and kill the Harbinger together under these very certain circumstances and stuff that were coming up. But in doing that, they'd also kill Angela Wu, and the girls didn't want that to happen. So Mel pretty much focused throughout this whole episode on trying to find a different way that they could essentially exorcise the Harbinger from Angela and then trap it. And all that was interesting with how Charity kept trying to prevent her every move from doing that. Then the little bits of Maggie's story that we got in this episode was interesting, with her sort of furthering this divide between her Kappa friends and this new guy she met, who happens to be dating the head Kappa. And that was fun and interesting to see how it all worked out, with it bringing up how Maggie's failing world history, and this guy's pretty much only one that could possibly tutor her to give her a passing grade. And I enjoyed that with how it all played out and revealed and different stuff, and I'm very interested to see what's going forward with their sort of shared feelings being revealed. And I'm just really interested and kind of excited to see how that's going to go going forward, especially with her Kappa friends. Then everything with Maisie in this episode was interesting, with her little moments at work and stuff showing up, but they weren't necessarily important, besides the little bit of magic reveal that showed between the Harbinger and Angela, and how it's like the Harbinger's deadly touch powers essentially work. But the more important scene that I enjoyed was the scene between Charity and Maisie, and them talking about how Maisie's possibly the most powerful one of the witches of three, and how she has the potential to become one of these sort of greater witches. And that I find interesting, and I'm very curious to see how that's going to play out in future events and stuff as Maisie's powers sort of develop more. Then the whole sort of side story with the cops and stuff was interesting, with how it eventually all played out and stuff. With this male partner to Nico being very determined that the sisters were the ones behind Angela's disappearance and stuff, and him essentially following them throughout this whole episode. The only part that kind of confused me was at the end of this episode with his death and how he died during their exorcism and stuff. And that really confused me because they didn't care to show him dying. And they just kind of showed him like showing up to stop whatever they're doing, and then them being like, oh, hold on, wait, and then he died. And his death and stuff was just really, really confusing to me. But with that, the girls' whole exorcism part and stuff is interesting, with their mother leaving behind this sort of secret page in the book of her being able to see the future, which I really, really love that there is one sort of premonition person in the family. And their mother seeing the future and seeing these events and stuff, so her creating this exorcism spell that they could use to get the Harbinger out of Angela and stuff. That was interesting, and I definitely did enjoy how it all played out. And then the ending of this episode makes me really excited and interested, where Charity was going to drop the Harbinger off in this place where it couldn't do any harm, but then this random other person stepping in and causing that to not happen. And this random other person makes me really excited and really curious to see what's going to happen in the future and stuff, and I'm just really, really excited. And then just overall, this was a really great episode that was so much fun to watch and see how everything played out. So yeah, that's my review of Charmed, Season 1, Episode 4, called Exorcise Your Demons. So yeah,